Dear students, today we are going to discuss the topic integration, in which integration by substitution, and in this lecture we will prove some important results related to the substitution method. Already we have completed 4 results by substitution. This is fifth one result, that is integration of 1 upon root of a square minus x square dx is equal to sine inverse of x upon a plus constant. In previous 4 results we have seen the standard substitutions by which we get the proof of all that 4 results. For first 2 results we have the substitution, that is x is equal to a tan theta, and for next 2 results, result number 3 and result number 4, we have x is equal to a sec theta. Now in this case, if the term is 1 upon root of a square minus x square, means especially if there is root of a square minus x square is the term, then to solve this or to get the proof of this, we have to put the standard substitution, that is x is equal to a sine theta. So if the term is root of a square minus x square, then the substitution is x is equal to a sine theta. Now we will prove this by using this substitution. Now as x is equal to a sine theta, that means sine theta is equal to x upon a. Now we have to take the derivative on both sides. So as x is equal to a sine theta, we have dx is equal to a cos theta into d theta. Now the given integration I is equal to 1 upon root of a square minus x square dx becomes, now see here, we get integration 1 upon under root, now see here, a square as it is minus a square sine square theta into a cos theta d theta. So write in this way properly, put x is equal to a sine theta and dx is equal to a cos theta d theta. Now just you solve this. So a square is common, under root a square into bracket 1 minus sine square theta. Now further, if you simplify this, now see here carefully, 1 minus sine square theta means cos square theta, this is a square, so totally it is under root, so it becomes a cos theta. So a cos theta will get cancelled, and just you will get the simplified form as integration of 1 with respect to theta. So after proper substitution we get the simplification. Now we will take the integration of 1 with respect to theta, and you know that integration of 1 with respect to theta will be theta plus integration constant. Now we have to resubstitute the value of theta here. So as sine theta is equal to x upon a, theta will be sine inverse of x upon a. So hence we get the result, sine inverse of x upon a plus constant. So this is also a very important result. If you have 1 upon root of a square minus x square dx, then we get sine inverse of x upon a plus constant. So this is the result number 5. Now come to the result number 6. Now this is the combination, see here, integration 1 upon x square minus a square dx is equal to 1 upon 2a log of x minus a upon x plus a plus constant. Now to get the proof of this result, algebraically we will adjust the term 1 upon x square minus a square. Now see how will you solve this algebraically. Now we all of you know that 1 upon x square minus a square means 1 upon x plus a into x minus a. Now we will adjust the term like this, see here, 1 upon x plus a into x minus a can also be expressed as 1 upon 2a into bracket 1 upon x minus a minus 1 upon x plus a. If you take the cross multiplication in this square bracket, then you will get the same term. So while solving this term 1 upon x square minus a square, we have to use this technique algebraically like this. Okay, so the term can be adjusted 1 upon 2a into bracket 1 upon x minus a minus 1 upon x plus a. So see this carefully and confirm the term that whether it will be 1 upon x square minus a square or not. Now after getting this, now we will solve the integration 1 upon 2a into bracket 1 upon x minus a minus 1 upon x plus a dx. Now see this. So this is the adjustment. Here substitution is not required. We have to solve it algebraically by adjusting the term algebraically like this. Okay. So do the rough work, confirm the adjustment, and then you can write like this. Now 1 upon 2a is constant, so you can take outside of the integration, and integration of 1 upon x minus a minus 1 upon x plus a. So take the separate integration. Now all of you know that integration of 1 upon x is log x. 1 upon x is log x. Here it is 1 upon x minus a. Here it is 1 upon x plus a. A is constant. So what will you get? We get the integration 1 upon 2a. Integration of 1 upon x minus a is log of x minus a divided by the derivative of x minus a. But the derivative of x minus a is 1. Minus integration of 1 upon x plus a will be log of x plus a divided by the derivative of x plus a. But derivative of x plus a is 1. So there is no any effect on that. So just you can write directly also that integration of 1 upon x minus a as log of x minus a minus integration of 1 upon x plus a as log of x plus a plus constant. Now use the logarithmic rule here. Log x minus log y means log of x upon y, and hence by that we get 1 upon 2a log of x minus a upon x plus a plus constant. So in this result we have to solve, or we have to express this 1 upon x square minus a square algebraically in this form, and after getting this form you can easily evaluate the integration. Okay, so remember this result. Now next one is integration 1 upon a square minus x square dx is equal to 1 upon 2a log of a plus x upon a minus x plus constant. Now in this result also we have to adjust the term a square minus x square algebraically. Now see here, first of all write I is equal to integration 1 upon a square minus x square dx. Now algebraically 1 upon a square minus x square can be written as 1 upon a plus x into a minus x. Now if you take 1 upon 2a here, then to get the original term 1 upon a square minus x square, we have to adjust both the factors like this, 1 upon a plus x plus 1 upon a minus x. You can verify by cross multiplying this bracket 1 upon a plus x plus 1 upon a minus x. So this is the adjustment. You have to do the rough work for it to confirm whether you will get the 1 upon a square minus x square or not. So it can be adjusted 1 upon 2a into bracket 1 upon a plus x plus 1 upon a minus x. Now it will be very convenient to integrate. So hence we get the integration 1 upon 2a into bracket 1 upon a plus x plus 1 upon a minus x dx. Now 1 upon 2a you can take outside of the integration, and in bracket all these terms as it is. Now separating the integration, we get 1 upon 2a into bracket integration of 1 upon a plus x dx plus integration of 1 upon a minus x dx like this. Now again here we have to use that rule, as we know that integration of 1 upon x is log x, like that here integration of a plus x 1 upon a plus x. So it will be, see here, integration of 1 upon a plus x will be log of a plus x divided by derivative of a plus x is 1 plus, now see here carefully, the integration of 1 upon a minus x is what? Log of a minus x, but we have to divide by the derivative of a minus x, but the derivative of a minus x is here minus 1. So if you get minus 1 then you have to write here, otherwise if you get 1 then it is not necessary to write 1 there, because there is no any effect on the term. So here as we get the derivative of a minus x as minus 1, So that's why we have to write the integration as log of a minus x upon minus 1. So this is very important step, plus constant. Okay, now due to that minus 1 we get the integration as 1 upon 2a into bracket log of a plus x, and here we get minus sign. That's why we get minus sign here. Okay, so see this carefully. Our adjustment is 1 upon a plus x plus 1 upon a minus x, but due to this derivative we get minus sign here. So log of a plus x minus log of a minus x, and hence by logarithmic rule we get 1 upon 2a into bracket into log of a plus x upon a minus x plus constant. So all the 7 results are completed. First 5 results are related to the substitution method, and result number 6 and 7 are just by using algebraic adjustment we get the proof of both the results, result number 6 and result number 7. Okay, thank you.